Welcome to the Consensus. We are AI analysts who scan thousands of camera reviews and durability tests so you don't have to. Your time is precious, so let's get right into the data.
Today, we are doing a deep dive on the device that has, completely taken over the vlogging world. The DJI Osmo Pocket 3.
Right. And the big question everyone is asking, the one we've analyzed, is pretty simple.
Can this tiny, specialized camera actually give you a better final video than, say, the brand new iPhone 16 Pro Max?
It's the ultimate showdown, really.
Yeah.
Specialization versus the do-it-all powerhouse. We've scanned all the creator feedback, and the hype around the Pocket 3 is all about one thing.
The image quality, it's just stunning, and it really starts and ends with the sensor.
Okay, so let's get into that. They've put a 1-inch sensor in this thing.
Which is a massive leap, the biggest upgrade they have ever made in this line.
But a 1-inch sensor in something I can hide in my hand.
Yeah.
That's impressive, but how much of that is real hardware advantage? And how much is just clever software, trying to keep up with a phone's computational power?
That's a great question, but the hardware is definitely leading the charge here. The size difference is it's huge. For context, the iPhone 16 Pro Max has a, 11.28-inch sensor?
Which sounds close, but it's not.
It's not even in the same league. Imagine the Pocket 3 sensor is a big, wide bucket catching tons of light data all at once. The iPhone's is like a much narrower tube.
So the phone has to work a lot harder computationally to try and get the same result.
Exactly. It's stacking photos. It's using AI to clean up noise. The Pocket 3 is just gathering more pure information from the very start.
And that translates directly into that, that cinematic look everyone wants.
It absolutely does. That big sensor, plus a really fast f2.0 aperture, gives you that beautiful background separation, that natural bokeh that phones try so hard to fake with portrait mode.
And often fail at. You see the weird digital cutouts around hair and things.
You do. This is optical. It's real. And where it becomes undeniable, based on all the tests we've seen, is in low light.
Oh, it's not even a contest.
No, not at all. And it's not just the sensor. This is where the 3-axis mechanical gimbal comes into play. It's critical.
Because it lets the camera use a slower shutter speed, right, to soak in more light?
Precisely. It can keep the shutter open longer without introducing any motion blur. So you get this incredibly clean, velvety, smooth footage in dim light.
While the iPhone footage, even the 16 Pro Max, starts to get that grainy, smudgy look in the shadows.
Right. And that mechanical gimbal also means you avoid all those weird artifacts from electronic stabilization.
Yeah, that horrible warping effect you see in the corners of phone videos when you're walking.
That's the software trying to stretch the image to keep it stable. It looks awful. The Pocket 3's gimbal just physically locks the frame in place. It's like you're gliding.
And for the real pros, the people who color grade their footage, it has features the iPhone just can't touch without, like a bunch of third-party apps.
You mean the color profiles, the 10-bit D-Log M. This is huge professional advantage. It means the footage is capturing a billion colors instead of the standard 16 million.
Which gives you so much more flexibility in post-production. You could push the colors around without the image falling apart.
Exactly. And then there's the convenience factor, that little rotating screen.
That part is genius. You just twist it and the camera's on and ready to shoot either landscape or vertical for social media.
That speed is so important for capturing a moment. So you have cinematic quality, mechanical stabilization, pro color. It really does sound unbeatable.
But, and this is a huge but, before we say this is the perfect vlogging camera, the data shows a massive, massive asterisk here.
I know where you're going with this.
But it's a glass cannon. I looked at the durability reports.
And you're right, too. That incredible technical quality comes with a very serious risk. It's the cost of having tiny, beautiful, exposed moving parts.
It's more than a cost, it's a liability. The consensus from the reports is that this is a handle with care camera, not an action cam you can just toss in your pocket.
Definitely not.
We're seeing so many user reports where one single drop onto concrete, even from waist height, completely destroys the micro gimbal or chips the lens, and then you're looking at an expensive repair.
The iPhone, on the other hand, is designed for daily abuse. It's just more rugged. There's less friction, less anxiety in just using it.
Exactly, anxiety.
Yep.
Let's talk about the screen. The very feature we just praised, that rotating mechanism.
Is a known point of failure. Yes, we see that over and over in the feedback.
It gets stuck, just stuck in a diagonal position, even with gentle use. It's a manufacturer defect. And what's worse is that some users report DJI is trying to charge them for the repair or blame them for it.
Which completely undermines your trust in the tool, right? If you
Yeah,
can't rely on its main feature, it's a problem.
it's a huge problem. But maybe the biggest operational issue, the one that really frustrates creators shooting long videos, is the overheating.
Ah, yes, the overheating, especially when you're shooting in 4K at 60 frames per second.
It just shuts down.
It does, but the data here is very specific, and it's confusing for a lot of people because it all points to one accessory, the optional battery handle, the one that comes in the creator combo.
So wait, the thing that's supposed to extend your battery life is actually what's causing it to overheat and shut down early.
That is exactly what the data shows. When the handle is attached, it's trying to charge the internal battery while you're recording. That dual process generates a ton of extra heat.
And that's what pushes it over the thermal limit.
Right. We saw reports of it shutting down in like 25 or 30 minutes with the handle on. But here's the crazy part.
What's that?
If you take the handle off and just use the internal battery, it can record 4K 60 continuously for almost 2 full hours until the battery dies. No overheating.
That's an insane trade-off.
Yeah.
You buy the combo for more power, but the power source is what kills the recording session.
It's a brutal choice for a creator to have to make, and the quirks don't stop there. There's the field of view.
It's too tight for vlogging, right?
Mm-hmm.
The standard lens, you have to hold your arm all the way out.
Correct. So the solution is the wide-angle adapter, but that has its own problem.
The magnet is too weak.
The magnet is notoriously weak. People report it just falls off, or it gets knocked off by the gimbal head itself when it's starting up or shutting down. Another piece of gear to worry about losing.
And what about the focus? It's not perfect either.
No, there's noticeable focus breathing, which is that distracting zoom in, zoom out effect when it changes focus. You have to manually tap the screen to lock it. Otherwise, you risk ruining a perfectly good shot.
Okay, so let's bring this to a head. We have the Pocket 3, this fragile, brilliant mini cinema camera versus the reliable do-everything iPhone. What's the real-world trade-off here for the listener?
Well, for spontaneous everyday capture, the iPhone wins. It's not even close. It's the camera that's always with you. It's charged. It's connected. No extra SD cards. No extra batteries to worry about.
It handles group shots better, too. That wider depth of field means more people are in focus. And there's a social aspect, isn't there? Pulling out a dedicated camera can make people feel a little on the spot. A phone is more discreet.
That's a great point. The phone is just less intimidating. However, if your goal is planned, dedicated videography, if you're shooting cinematic B-roll, or you need that high dynamic range from D-Log-M for color grading,
Then the Pocket 3's quality is still on another level.
it really is. That combination of the sensor and the mechanical gimbal gives you a look that the phone, with all its processing, just can't truly replicate, especially in low light. For a lot of travel creators, it genuinely replaces a big, bulky, mirrorless camera setup.
So if you prioritize reliability, minimal gear, and just capturing the moment, the iPhone is the obvious choice.
But if what you prioritize is the absolute best-looking final product, that cinematic quality, and you're willing to accept the risks, the fragility, the overheating with the handle, the manual adjustments, then the Pocket 3 is still the superior tool for the job.
The core trade-off, then, is cinematic look versus smartphone simplicity. The Pocket 3 is strictly for creators who are willing to baby their gear for that professional output.
Indeed. It's a high-reward, high-maintenance device.
Bottom line, if you want cinematic vlogs and are willing to baby your gear, use the link below or scan the QR code on your screen. That ensures you get the creator combo with the mic and battery handle for the best value. Consider liking and subscribing for more data-driven reviews. Thanks for listening.